Do you want to see more distressing things? Sweet.
These are loaded questions.
That's a trap. You caught me somehow.
Yeah.
All right, bring it on.
Troubling segue.
So there was a challenge to update the font on the overlay.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I think the person who submitted this may have underestimated the amount of effort required to change the font in the overlay, because we're actually using a new font this year. And it took about 2 to 3 hours of me staring at the overlay with the font switching back and forth every second to line up the line heights, the font sizes, the font weights, so that no one really realized the font change. And the only difference is the numbers don't wiggle around when they move.
So, briefly, Fuji was like, "Hey, I'd like to get, I'd like to have it so the font has like, it's called tabular figures, but it basically means that like, the numbers don't, the length of a space of like this doesn't change when the numbers change, because a 1 takes up less space than a 6, for example." And the font we were using on the overlay previously is called Gotham, and it doesn't really have a thing that works for that. But this font, which is called Montserrat, which is a Google font, and is very similar to Gotham, so much so that nobody mentioned it, is an ongoing project that has its own GitHub, and one of the things that they've added is tabular figures.
So it would have taken 2 to 3 hours to do this properly, but thankfully I just don't have to do it properly, so here you go, Graham.
Oh, you used HELL-vetica.
Yep.
Oh, God. How long do we have to have this?
10 minutes.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, it's upsetting. God, look at the kerning on Goose. Look at the word goose down there.
Goose.
Goose.
Oh.
Eng.
This donut ion is
You got me. You got me big time. Holy moly.
Yeah, the numbers are really look at Night Watch in the bottom right. No,
Let's see if I can.
can't.
Graham's going for an aggressive bus stop
Oh,
here.
Maverick's going for his 3rd bus stop.
Oh,
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
I know. I gotta get a little further forward. There we go. Now brake. No, hang on. Keep going. Keep going. Stop. No. Oh, man.
Further.
God.
Like, it's a very small window.
Brake.
So it's safe to stop.
There we go.
Yeah,
Open,
yeah,
close.
once it's at full resolution.
And we're away. Ha ha!
Hey.
Woo!
There we go. That's Maverick's 3rd bus stop.
Yeah. Let me tell you how many people tweeted HELL-vetica at me.
All of them?
All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
It's amazing. Like it is amazing at being terrible. So congratulations to the creator.
It does its goal.
Yeah, it's kerning is no more.
Rip Kerning. We hardly knew thee.
Oh yeah, that's 46. There you go. Oh God, it's changing every second. Right, it doesn't have HELL-vetica does not have tabular figures.
Yes.
So this is what we've avoided by changing it to Montserrat this year. Belch, pardon me.
Yeah, so if you are wondering what that counting down is and you can't read the words Goose Art Challenge for some sort of kerning-related reason,
Right.
we're doing an art challenge where you have to Photoshop or MS Paint the goose into a situation where you know exactly what is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
You can send that to contest@desertbus.org or contests, plural, @desertbus.org. You must send a PNG or a JPEG file so our comms department can receive your art.
So as Andai was saying, wait, I use HELL-vetica for all my writings on a MacBook. It never looks like this. Why does it look so bussy? No, HELL-vetica is a great font. It's very good. In fact, we recently, for Loading Ready Run, we bought the new package, HELL-vetica Now, which is the first time it's been updated since the 80s. So it's never been updated like for like digital display. So it's really, really nice. This is not that. This is HELL-vetica with 2 L's that's designed to be misery.
It's designed to make Graham upset.
Mm-hmm.
Graham and people like him.
Yep.
And is it working?
Oh,
Oh, fantastic. Then
have you seen what the countdown is doing? It's just all over the place.
Just keep
Graham,
bumping
it's dynamic.
It gets the people going.
It's all about the movement.
Look at it, the NEXT hour.
Late Street
Hour.
Dawn at Ion.
There we go. Yeah,
Check it out over here on camera 5.
it's the PNG or the JPEG of contest or contest.
Over there it is.
There we go.
Do that for the Goose challenge.
Yeah, and your subject line should be Goose is loose.
Goose is loose.
Comms
Thank you.
turned the stream off because we can't look at it. It's too
Ah,
stressing.
that's what that whiteboard said. It turns out that our communications whiteboard that we've had for a couple years now, which is all for good Goose and good times in communications, with the lights where they are, is completely illegible from here, except maybe in black ink only.
That's what it was in though.
Oh,
Just
then yeah,
black
it
ink.
is
Yeah, it's
completely illegible from here.
This is the font equivalent of Dave Spokesman's voice. Rank nullity, you are correct. That is absolutely what this is.
Oh, the 45 minutes is not.
That's perfect.
13th annual Desert Bus for Hope, a fundraiser for child's play charity, desertbus.org.
Hey, Jordan,
Yeah, what up?
could I request a favor from you, buddy?
What's up?
I was thinking of heading out shortly, but I was wondering if we were doing stuff in the next little while, if I could participate a little bit before I head out for the evening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know what's in the hopper, but
Yeah. Well, here's one
this is a risky
immediately
thing to say.
that I have open. Hey, Dan, how do you feel about getting hugged? Pro or against?
Sure, 4.
Cool. Go hug Dan.
Heck yeah. I love hugging Dan.
This is easy.
Dan, I wish to hug you. Mm.
We never said you had to
Does
hug
anyone
back,
else
Dan.
feel like hugging
Say
Dan?
stop.
Do potentially 2 other people feel like hugging Dan?
All right, bring it in for a hug.
Wonderful.
It's for the kids.
Kathleen had to really ramp herself up to that.
There's really only 2 other people on the couch.
Yeah.
I planned this perfectly.
You did.
And I've been meaning to say hi to you anyway.
Yes.
Hello.
We've only crossed paths on stage so far tonight. So
This will knock out a couple of challenges. Exchange at least 3 unique hugs, and I'd say that
No,
all
go
of those
for
were
it.
unique.
Yeah. You
And
definitely would.
then for Dan, can someone hug Dan Floyd on my behalf for his videos helping when I'm feeling down?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Hey.
I'm very glad they helped.
Rad.
And someone did, so.
Oh, that's a good. Andrew Earthen has a good request, which is let's see how HELL-vetica looks on the little dance party Chiron.
Sure. Yeah, we could do that.
All of engineering just recoiled. I need at the same time.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right. Let's see what that looks like.
Oh no!
Doro.
Yeah.
Party god. Yes, but not anymore. Rise.
I can't read the band name, and I made the sheet.
DeCrow. DeOro.
Rise and shine.
Shine.
Doro.
Let's scroll through. Let's refresh and scroll through.
Thanks, G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was a great suggestion. I was like, yeah, actually, let's see what that looks like.
Yeah, the dance parties have been just off the hook good today. Congratulations again. Everyone's
Yeah.
been a real slapper.
Fantastic work from Ben and Jordan, who are in the building.
Ben Andruden.
The challenge just says, "Give us your eyes, Graham," and I am beyond concerned.
I checked the box. Someone can have them if it works.
But like later.
Are you familiar with what I'm talking about, Jordan?
I have no idea what's happening.
Oh, this is a story that came up last year at Desert Bus, which is that when I got my ID renewed, they were like, "Do you want to be an organ donor?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, absolutely." And they're like, "Okay, cool." And they gave me a sheet because you have to actually check off line by line which organs specifically, right? And I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, obviously, yeah, heart, liver, all
dish
just
it right out of me.
down the line."
Yeah.
Once I was like, "Oh yeah, I definitely should be an organ donor for sure." It wasn't until I got to the only one that gave me pause was eyes.
Interesting.
And I was like, oh, And I think it's because I can see my eyes. I interact with them
Right.
a lot, and my liver. That's like it's a thing in here. It
yeah.
helps me live, but I don't know what my liver.
You couldn't pick your liver out of a lineup.
I don't have any I don't have any. Physically, obviously, I don't have any emotional attachment to my liver. But no one ever goes like wow, that shirt really brings out your lungs.
If
but
it
like,
did, I have serious concern.
exactly.
Unless it's like a guy mugging you and you're about to get stabbed.
Yeah. But my, the eyes. I'm like, wait, I know those. Those are. It made me sort of wince a bit.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, okay, sure. So anyway, I told that story last year, and now occasionally chat will tell me to donate my eyes.
Nice.
Gotta wait in line like everybody else.
Yeah.
I think I became an organ donor around the same time. I was renewing my ID, and I was like, oh, yeah, definitely. I didn't realize I wasn't one before.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, I did that sometime recently as well, where I was like, I actually never filled out an organ donor card, and I don't know why.
It's a helpful thing you can do.
What's up,
You,
Kelly?
you mentioned eye donation, and
Who-
since I'm now in a hospital.
I was going to say, yeah, you work in the medical
You're
industry.
an expert.
So now anyone under the age of 75, it is required if they pass away in the hospital that we call the eye donor for donating corneas. So we put the call in, and then they contact the next of kin to find out if it's something that is okay / if it's possible. So because
So,
it's
like,
one of those things.
So
that can
even
be
if
donated.
they haven't checked it, it's like you contact the next of kin and like,
Yeah.
hey, would it be okay?
Yeah, they have a team that's designed for it.
Of course,
So-
yeah.
But
it be?
and
Well, I'm
it's
not
one of-
saying
it's
you
one of
do
those-
it.
It's one of those things that also, like, no matter what generally has happened or why the cause of death, it's something that can still be donated almost always. And they have the team that does the whole thing. But yeah, so it's like,
Cool.
we'll take those.
Cool.
Is there a shortage of corneas?
They're surprisingly yes-ish, kind of. They're very useful.
Well, and if it's just the cornea, that makes me feel better because, like, when you see donate eyes, you just imagine somebody else
Yeah.
waking up with your
Right.
eyes.
Yeah, no, it's not that.
There's a very
just a
good
bit
Japanese
in the
horror
eye.
movie and a much worse
Oh, no.
Jessica Alba remake of that movie
That's true.
about that very thing.
Oh, I love The Hills Have Eyes.
No, not that, thank God.
That's about Lauren Conrad stealing someone's eyes.
But I will say, I never ever go
The
into the
Hills?
operating room when it's an eye
Yeah,
procedure.
The Hills Have
I
Eyes.
avoid that like the plague. No.
Love it.
Ow.
Oh, that's still too distressing. I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I can't. No.
Thank you, Kelly.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Andrew, here's something you can do.
Yeah, okay.
This is definitely in your wheelhouse.
I mean, I should have asked what it was first, but yeah.
No, it's
okay.
perfect.
I
would-
attributed that movie to the wrong country. I apologize. The Eye is a Chinese movie. My bad.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Or no, somebody's saying it's Korean. Whichever one it is, it's that one.
I'm sorry. It was
Because it was kind of in that same sort
I
of
rented
genre.
it from the movie. I rented it from the store, and it was in the foreign section. So
Yeah.
I didn't, and I watched it with subtitles, and it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So
Andrew,
Yeah, what do you got?
can you make an offering to the Weeb spirits to watch over Ian and improve his health?
Ooh. Yeah, I think I could probably do that.
Whether it's actually like an offering or whether it's a speech.
Okay.
A prayer.
An incantation.
Okay.
You cannot do just the opening theme of Evangelion.
Damn
no,
it.
I'm sorry.
has it been 10 minutes? I feel like it's been 10 minutes.
Since what?
Oh, it's only been a minute.
But we're having so much fun, Graham.
It's been more than 10 minutes, hasn't
Okay.
it?
It's been like 11.
Okay.
If
There
you
you
wanted to
go.
make sure it was only 10 minutes, you should have checked the time when it started.
Yeah, okay.
So
let-
much better.